Hello, I'd like to introduce you to Circle of Security Parenting, a relationship program for caregivers. So let's get started. What is Circle of Security? It's a program that was developed with the goal in mind of finding ways to enhance secure attachment in caregiving relationships. Because as caregivers, we all want to do the best we can, and of course, we want to have secure relationships with our children. But what does that mean to enhance secure attachment? So we all want to have secure relationships, but here's the problem. Children don't come with an owner's manual, and it can be hard to know how to respond to the difficult behaviors and how to manage them. And of course, every child is different. But here's the good news. Children are born experts on the Circle of Security. Circle of Security is like an owner's manual that's been written by your child. Learning how to use the Circle of Security helps us to figure out caring ways to get the job done. Because it's no secret, caregiving can be the hardest job on the planet. Having an owner's manual makes it easier to know the questions to ask that can help us find helpful answers. But sometimes when we're trying to make sense of what's going on with our children, the way we ask the question can get in our way of finding caring ways to help. What's wrong with my child? Why do they keep doing this? Why don't they listen? And what does my child want from me? We all want to get it right, so what if we ask the question in a different way? The Circle of Security Roadmap helps us ask the question in a different way. When we think about behavior, we think about reinforcing the behavior we like. We might use stickers or treats or give compliments. And when we think about behavior we don't like, we try to find ways to stop that behavior. We might do things like timeouts or spankings or ignoring the behavior. Circle of Security gives us a way to think differently about either trying to reward the behavior we like or trying to get rid of the behavior we don't like. The circle is about thinking outside of the box. And when we start to use the Circle of Security roadmap, we start to switch the focus. And instead of focusing on the behavior as trying to figure out what to do with it, we start to focus on the behavior as communication of a need and the need within the relationship. Let's take a tour of the circle and watch an introduction to Circle of Security Parenting.
Parents, we all wonder if we're getting it right. We want to know we're meeting our children's needs, helping them grow, and giving them all that we can. We try to combine our own experience of being parented with the advice of others and our own instincts and beliefs about what is best. And still, we so often worry that we're not succeeding. In a world that is always offering the next best parenting solution, the Circle of Security is based on decades of attachment research. Unlike many behavioral perspectives, it offers relationship tools to provide a new way of understanding your children's needs, creating lasting security for them and more satisfaction for you. The circle graphic has been created to help you know what to look for so you can read your children's behavior to guide you in meeting their needs. It's really not complicated. People of all ages have attachment needs. These needs can be divided in 3 ways. Let's look at this child. First, he needs to know the freedom and confidence to go out and explore his world. Second, he needs to feel assured that whenever he's ready, he can come back for comfort and protection. Third, he needs his caregiver to be in charge in a kind way. 3 basic needs that can be thought of as going out on the circle, coming in on the circle, and hands on the circle. Let's have a look in more detail. Feeling safe and supported, our children want to discover their world. When going out, they need to know that their exploration is encouraged, that we're right there watching over them, delighting in them, offering help when needed, and ready to enjoy their new adventures with them. And when they're coming in, they need us to refill their emotional cup. This means organizing their emotions and letting them know we are delighted to welcome them back, protect, comfort, and understand them. The key for us as parents is to remain strong and kind while knowing when to encourage their going out into the world and how to be available to welcome them back to us. It's crucial that we learn to identify our children's needs like this, because misreading them, or worse, missing them altogether, can cause pain and frustration. We all know how uncomfortable it can be to be held too close when we want to be out exploring, or kept at a distance when we need emotional support, or simply to be without someone who is bigger, stronger, wiser and kind, who we can trust to understand what we need when we're feeling lost, confused or out of control. When a child misbehaves, the cause is often rooted in how safe and secure they're feeling. So it's not surprising that they behave well when a parent learns to tune into their child's needs on the circle in this way. And because our needs on the circle never disappear, learning to read cues can help you better understand and meet the needs of people of all ages, including your own. So that's all there is to it. Just know that at any given moment, your child is somewhere on the circle asking you to meet a need. Support my going out. Welcome my coming in. Be the hands that keep me safe by staying in charge and committed to helping me feel connected. And please remember this, there's no such thing as perfect parenting. At Circle of Security, we've come to realize that good enough is, well, good enough. All of us are going to miss needs on the circle time and again. Welcome to the club. But if we meet our children's needs enough of the time, the results will be happier, healthier, more secure children, and parents too.
This video is available on our website, and it's also available on YouTube and Vimeo if you're interested. The Circle Security Roadmap helps us to shift from asking the question, what does this child want from me? Because when we ask the question like that, what does this child want from me, it can be hard to make sense of this behavior, and things start to look really random, and it's hard to make sense of what's going on. But if we start to use the roadmap and we ask, what does my child need? We can shift from asking the question to now having an answer. Oh, I see what they need. I'm using the roadmap. It's very easy to understand. I can start to see that there's a pattern that's emerging. And we start to make sense of the behavior, and we begin to see the underlying need. And we see the pattern of going out on the top of the circle, coming back in on the bottom. It's an emerging pattern, and it makes it look safe and it feels predictable. And this is a good thing. So Circle Security offers us a way to see things differently. And because attachment is so intuitive, Circle Security has circled the globe. It's now been translated into 14 different languages, and it's available in more than 30 countries with more than 25,000 facilitators that have been trained all around the world. And the interesting thing is that as the circle travels the world, at our core, we all have these same needs. Learning to read the map is an intuitive process, and it's easy to think, I now understand the Circle of Security. But what good is a roadmap when you're in the heat of the storm with your child? How does Circle of Security address problems like crying children, tantruming, screaming, refusing? You need so much more than a roadmap to be able to respond to these kinds of difficult behaviors. There's many more layers yet to learn and understand. Thank you for taking time for this introduction to the Circle of Security Parenting. For more information, you can visit us at our website at circleofsecurityinternational.com. If you're watching with a Circle of Security Parenting facilitator, now's the time to ask questions about how you can find out more about this program. Thank you for your time, and I wish you well on your journey learning more about the Circle of Security.